shout out to everyone who leaves questions in the comments of our videos. We really appreciate them. Sometimes we even have enough time to get to them in these bonus videos, like this one from Rollo Tomasi. Pretty straightforward here, friends. What has happened to Cole Caufield lately? For context here, as we're recording this, he is pointless in his last 5 games. He is knocking on the door of 20 goals. But yeah, no points in his last 5 games. Stu, help this man figure out what has happened to Cole Caufield lately. Something must be wrong with this man.
Well, pointless his last 5 games at this taping. You said -6 in those 5 games also. The team's been struggling. The team hasn't been winning. That's part of it. And goal scorers go through streaks. Pat Hickey loves to say, if you score 40 goals, that means there's at least 42 games where you didn't score. So it's a bit of a slump for him. He's still getting chances. Against Minnesota, he had some really nice stick handling moves. He got some shots off, but just missed the net. I don't worry about Cole Caufield moving forward. I think he's got over, that start of the season that was so bad. He got his confidence back, as Brendan Gallagher said. He got his swagger back on and off the ice. Mm-hmm. I see him coming into games now with the suits and the fedoras and having a good time and jumping around, having fun. So I think it's just a slump like all players go through. But I think the fact he went through a really long one earlier in the season, he learned from that and learned that, I'm not worried about him. I think the goals will come back.
Yeah, I think his struggle, obviously, earlier in the season was a learning curve for him. He's had success, since St. Louis has taken over. Hasn't been getting the results on the scoreboard, but the guy still gets opportunities to score. He's still working. He's exciting to watch. I mean, this kid is really something when you see the speed and quickness and stuff that he brings to the game. So I don't think we should worry about him too much. He'll find his way. Again, a young guy that's trying to figure out how to do it each and every night. He's got all the tools. Going to be great to watch, and I really enjoy him, even though he's not lighting it up on the scoreboard. He's going to be there, and he's just in a little bit of a funk right now. But watch out for the future action that we'll see coming from this young man.
I'll tell you what's wrong with him. Nothing. He's 21 years old. Cole Caufield, I would venture to guess, well, I know he's never played a schedule this long that this is this intense. Don't forget that. I don't know how many games would he have played at Wisconsin in his last year there, 30, 35. He's getting chances, like Stu and Rick said. That's the thing. When you're not getting chances, then you start to, I don't even know if worry is the right term. Okay, before he went goalless in 5, he had a goal in each of 4 games in a row.
Yes.
Do you expect him to stay at that pace? No. He's just normal like everybody else. He's right there. I think the season has been a success for him overall. We know what happened after the coaching change, and that's probably a story for another time. But there's nothing wrong. He's just a human being who's 21 years old and trying to get to the finish line like everybody else.
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody talks about his shot, but man, can he stick handle. Hey, Dan, you watch some of the moves he makes in the zone, and he's a really, really good stick handler. And
quick hands.
Suzuki have that chemistry. And one of the questions moving forward is who is going to be the third line mate with those two guys. Marty St. Louis giving Josh Anderson every opportunity to earn that spot. He's sort of been hot and cold in there. So just the fact Suzuki and him are staying together, I don't think they're going to break them up and juggle them. They'll start clicking again.
That, by the way, that 4-game stretch that Dan is referencing there, that's the second one he's had all season. I think Cole Caufield's fine. Just like everyone else on the team, they're mentally exhausted and fatigued. They can't wait for this season to end. That's probably what's up with Cole Caufield. I still think he'll get to 20 goals, though. And if he gets to 20 goals, that's still going to be very impressive considering how his season began.
Yeah,
and thank you very much. Oh, go ahead, Stu.
Well, Dan brought up a great point. I mean, university, they play 35 games or whatever.
Yeah,
and don't forget, he's been with the Canadians. He was Laval. He was back with the Canadians. He had COVID. He had everything. It's been a long season. I think all these guys are seeing the finish line ahead of them.
Yeah. A lot of rest needed for those guys, especially since they'll be in a situation where they'll have a much longer rest period than they did last year, when they went on that magical run to the Stanley Cup final, whatever that was. But anyway, thank you, Rollo, for the question. And everyone else watching these episodes, don't be afraid to put questions in the comment section. You never know when we might get to one and answer them in a future bonus video. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, because that's where you watch the show. Visit Hockey Inside Out for more fun stuff and more full episodes. And subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out newsletter, montrealgazette.com/newsletter.